go. Hi, friends, and welcome back to Subnautica. How's it going? How we doing today? I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. We're existing. Hopefully. Everything should be working. Fingers crossed. I had a really good plan for stream today, and I was testing it, doing all of like my normal setup checks and that kind of thing, and it crashed my PC 3 times in a row. So we love that for us, obviously. So that idea is gonna have to be put on hold for a little while I talk to some people um, about what I wanted to do. I've got a couple of things that I'm really excited about that I can't quite share yet that are coming up in the next couple of months. Because I'm a real YouTuber now. This is what I actually hopefully, fingers crossed, not for too much longer. Side tangent, but I've been interviewing for a position that I'm very excited for. Way more back in the actual sciences, which if you know me, then you know that science is my first love. And while I'm beyond incredibly grateful to be here and I want to keep doing this too, the science is, my dream, right? So, I'm fingers crossed, hopefully not going to be a full-time YouTuber again very soon. But I'm also I'm onboarding an editor. So we're going to stay consistent on the YouTube stuff. I'm going to keep streaming. Like, don't worry. Like, the content isn't going anywhere. But I'm excited for me to be doing science again, if that makes sense, Because I'm a scientist. It is what I love. I feel the most me when I'm on the water doing science. That's when I feel the most like myself. That's when I feel most fulfilled with my life. And again, I'm not saying that I don't love doing this, because I really do. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it. I hope you understand what I'm going for, right? Like, I love the ocean more than anything else in this world. I don't know if any of that was at all obvious. Based on my choice of decor. Also, you guys can't see this. It's just out of frame, but I got a new painting this week. Look at it. It's so cute. I love it. It's an octopus, obviously. I need to mount it. It has like a little wall mount back here, but I think it's cute. Yeah, wait, you guys want to see the other art that I got? I'm excited. I got some art because I'm hopefully, again, gonna be... This is me crossing my fingers, by the way, because my hands are double jointed, so I cross both sets instinctively. And I do it on both hands. And then I can cross the crosses and just have like the ultra cross of fingers. Because again, my hands are double jointed. So I just do that. But you want to see the art that I got? You ready? You ready? Crab. I know it's still shiny because it's still in the plastic to keep it safe. But crab. Yeah, okay. I hope you enjoyed the show and tell. The thing is, like, I know that a lot of people find it, I don't know, almost kitschy is like the word I want to say, to have like beach themed houses or something like that. But the thing is, for me, genuinely, I love the ocean more than I love anything else. So I have tons of like ocean themed stuff just because I genuinely really love the ocean. And so I have like all of my art is marine themed because it makes me happy. Like, everything I have is very blue, very green, very, very ocean themed. Unless it's something like my Laugh and Grow Fat lionfish that one of my friends brought me. Use my ring light being super bright for no reason. What do I have that's black? I have this random lid. My Laugh and Grow Fat lionfish. Which is directly translated. Again, my friend brought this back to me from Japan because she went recently. And I promise I'm not just randomly I'm bringing the microphone up here. I promise I'm not randomly calling it Laugh and Grow Fat. This was secured TM. It is Again, excuse my ring light being super aggressive for no reason. It is a series of laugh and grow fat. That's what it says on the box. So, which is objectively great. Obviously, I got the lionfish one out of this, but you could get a great white shark, an orca, a beluga. I think it's a green sea turtle. Actually, yeah, it has, weirdly enough, so the names are in Japanese on the box, obviously, because it's in Japanese. But then it has the Latin names, which I like. So it is the green sea turtle, and I know that because I know the Latin name of the green turtle, but I don't actually know the kanji for it in Japanese. And a walrus is the other one. So it says don't swallow the packaging, like I was gonna swallow this box, but you know, yeah, that I don't know where I was going with the side tangent, but it was going somewhere. Okay, so we're here. Also completely unrelated, do you want to see the pen that I've been taking notes with? I keep asking you if you're gonna, is stream volume low for anyone else? Let me just shove my slider up. Is that better, you up, mate? I yoinked my slider up. I'm hoping that fixed it. Okay, perfect. Slightly, I've been playing around with some of my settings to try and increase the audio quality. Let me just try and boost the gain a little bit for you. We got this. I'm gonna move it up 2 decibels. That better? I don't want to make it too loud because I don't want to ruin anyone's eardrums. But I got like a Rodecaster Duo. No change. Interesting. I love to hear that. Okay. Out of curiosity, is that better? I moved it up on the actual soundboard. I'm playing with things. I've been like testing it in my audio device, like in my monitoring. That's better? Okay, solid. Yeah, again, I'm just trying to play with things. I'll make it better over time, but I got some new equipment that I think should help. Coming in from Mississippi. The Mississippi. That's literally the only reason I couldn't remember how to spell Mississippi. Growing up. Chilling at my brother's house. Oh, lovely. Yeah, but I keep asking you guys if you want to see things, knowing that I'm going to just show you anyways. Because that's who I am. I'm on a max so I can turn up the stream volume to a certain degree, but the system sounds like new mail coming really loud. Yeah, no, I don't want you to have to do that. I don't want you to have to break your eardrums. I'm hoping... Yeah, I'll keep playing with things. Again, I'm trying to like wiggle some stuff around. Let me try this again. I just don't want to ruin anyone's eardrums. Audio mixer. Yeah, because on my OBS it says I'm going into the red zone, so I don't want to peak it all either. Let's go gambling. Oh, welcome back for 3 months, Sammy. I very much appreciate that. Very kind of you. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to boost it. I also want you to be louder than the game you're about to play. At that, I'll probably turn the game down. I swear everything I do is just so quiet. Let me try. Okay. Let me know. Let me know how we're feeling. Theoretically, on my audio board, I should have up to 80 decibels of boosting without clipping. I just don't want to ruin anything. Yeah, I'm a quiet blob. Indeed. Fingers crossed. I'm also hoping that it's not like any of my noise suppression. I think this is decent now. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. It's hard to test when it's like me trying to talk to myself, because I don't know if you guys have ever done stuff with monitoring in your headphones. Because it has like a tiny bit of delay to it, right? Like you can always hear yourself over yourself, and then for me, my brain just shuts down. I cannot talk over myself. So it's a little hard to test. It's not fun. Okay, regardless, what I was gonna say is, you want to see my pen? Again, I don't know if it's gonna come on camera focus. You can do it. I believe in you. it's a dumpster fire, and it says, "It's fine, I'm fine, everything is fine" on it, and I love that. It's fair, because I keep sticky notes on my desk for everything. Isn't it Shark Week? It is, and that has a lot to do with what I was going to do on stream before it crashed my computer 3 times. So instead, the backup plan is Subnautica, because I do love Subnautica. And I love being here. So, yeah. I had something special planned for Shark Week that I've been working on, and it just broke, which is disappointing, but we'll make it work. It'll be another time. Was it Manhunter or whatever? It was related to that, yes. I don't want to say exactly what my plan was, you know, because content spoilers, right? I gotta build suspense. That's what keeps you guys here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's something I'm working on. It's just everything has been going wrong. I've been doing government grant writing, which also has stuff to do with why I've been busy recently and haven't put out as much content as I've wanted to put out. Life is hard. That's what I've been learning this past couple of weeks, is that life is difficult and I don't like it. But I've got some very exciting things that I'm working on right now that I'm very excited to share with you when they're ready. I made really big strides towards one thing this week that, again, I can't share quite yet because it's a little bit external. And also I've been invited, like a real like content creator thing, YouTuber. I think content creator is kind of stupid personally. But I've been invited to some things to be involved in some other people's projects and that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited for that. And obviously that's not my place to spoil. So, but we got things coming up with my dumpster fire pen, okay? We got things happening regardless. Hi friends, and welcome back to Subnautica. We're going to be doing our randomizer today, and I think theoretically I installed 2 more random mods. I don't quite know if they work. Honestly, I haven't fully tested them, but we're gonna hope. All of the stuff, it's running. The game is running. I tested it in a world. I didn't see what it did, but fingers crossed, right? Okay, so let's do it. Let's go. We're gonna do freedom because frankly, none of these randomize hunger or thirst, and hunger and thirst is just kind of boring in this game, if we're being honest. We don't really need it for anything. Did I change the output device of Subnautica audio for myself? I might have. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part of the randomizer. Okay, off to a good start. Because the life pod falls and you take fall damage. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna have really easy access to the gun facility, so I love that for us. We're gonna get a head start here, you know? Also, Ted inhabits this area. Oh, there's Ted. Look at him. Look at him go. We love Ted. Okay, one quick moment while I make sure that I can hear the game audio, because I currently can't hear game audio, but I know it's transmitting to you guys. So let me just quickly go to my settings and make sure I didn't reroute it when I was recording something and got annoyed with it. Because I do that sometimes, and then I forget to change it back. You know, yep, it's going somewhere that it shouldn't be right now. It's fine. This won't change anything for you. This is just on my end. You need to go here. Oh yeah, that's it's a little bit louder than I want it to be. 1 second. General sound master volume. You can be 55. Great. Okay. Slightly more normal. We're fine. Everything's fine. What, pray tell, do I need to make a scanner? Great, I love that. Okay, so we need gasopods, we need whole fish, we need titanium, we need copper, we need boomerangs, that's a lot of stuff, actually. Okay. So randomizer is a go. Again, we have really easy access to Gun Island, which is something Gun Island is pretty useful to have on hand. We could just go do this facility right away. There's nothing stopping us from doing this right now. Oh, I should also plan out what I need for a survival knife. That would also be smart. What's scarier than a recliner chair? A reclining chair with wheels. Oh, that's a death sentence is what that is. Okay, so let's get survival knife. Oh, that requires a Reginald. And a spinefish. Oh, dear. Oh. Rude. Okay, so Gun Island. Give me that purple tablet. I need this for reasons. We're just going to start this process because why not? I'm here. We're thriving. It's been like what? I should have put up a timer. I could see how long this would take. But oh well, I didn't do that. Integrity. I love the integrity voice line. It's one of my favorites just because it sounds slightly wrong. It's just integrity. Whee! Give me those ion cubes. I desire them. To have and to hold. Final stream time minus 15 minutes would work. This is true. I don't know if we're going to beat the randomizer today because I don't know if you guys have seen my randomizer video. It took a long time for me to do it in that run. And it really depends on how things go. Also, look at the resource list that we have for this. Whee! Awesome. I'm going there right now. Excellent. I do like the fact that when you put in the purple tablet, it opens all of these doors. Otherwise, it can require like 3 purple tablets, which I think is a bit much. But fortunately, it does not. All right, we go around town. And do a little boing boing. I do really want to learn how to speedrun Subnautica like properly. Because I think it'll be fun. Also, I have ideas, TM, for fun things to do with friends in terms of speedrunning Subnautica. Especially Subnautica 2, which has inherent multiplayer, you know? We'll get there, though. Alright, time to get stabbed. I mean, this is a story checkpoint that we need to do regardless, so just getting this out of the way is a good thing in my book. It comes with a lot of... Well, yes, if you do... I'm interested in the glitchless run, which is still like a... I want to say the current glitchless world record is like 49 minutes or something like that, which is insane if you think about it in terms of what Subnautica is. Yeah. The planet's under quarantine. Also, I somehow messed up my... How infected? You just landed. I know. I literally landed and got on land within like 3 seconds, but apparently the bacteria is just that good. Whee! This way. I think. Is it this way? Back out to the moon pool? Yeah. Okay, so we did what we needed to do at Gun Island. I just need to make my way back over to Safe Shallows, which I think will be this way. So yeah, let's go up and out. Wee. But yeah, I'm interested in the no major glitches or glitchless category, which is more of a, I believe it's more of a no major glitches than a true glitchless. And just spec'd into infectivity and plaguing. Forgot to spec in any lethality. Yeah, there's no... I think it's kind of amusing that there is an implied timeline for the game, you know, where the bacterium will obviously kill a lot of things, and it's clearly a widespread problem, TM. Yeah, that's great. But obviously you do not die of the bacteria ever. There are many other things you could die of in this game. But the bacteria isn't one of them. So I love that for me. Okay, there we go. Gun facility. I don't actually need the sunbeam for anything, which is great. I should also see, what do I need for a habitat builder? A single quartz. I don't know, guys. You think that can happen? I don't know if we can handle a single quartz. And then Aurora should be right over there, I think. Where am I going? I think if I just go this way, we'll be good. Grab trap. Interesting. And a Reginald. Come here, Reginald, I need you. Yeah. Literally, it's a single diamond. I don't think a single... Oh, power turn's better. I don't think a single diamond is worth 3 million credits, actually. Just saying. There's a warper down there. Cool. You love to see it. I hate the warpers, actually. They're like one of my least favorite things. But you know, sometimes you have to forgive and forget. They're trying their best too. Gold. I see some creepvine. I think we go for scanner. That gave me lithium. We go for scanner, we go for habitat builder, and then from there we start doing satellite bases. Kind of on that note, can I check what I need? Oh, tube is expensive. But that's okay, so we're doing X compartment. You love to see it. You love to see it. I know that I desperately need to get a habitat or a knife. But I feel like the knife might kind of be a secondary goal here. So I'm actually going to unpin that. Hey, Reginald. Because I think it's more important to prioritize the scanner. But plausible. Uh-huh. It does. Good news is that stalker teeth are... Stalker teeth. Yeah. Okay. But at least Habitat Builder will not pose a problem to us, which is great. I do need gas pods as well, which I can get from extra scanning things. Whole fish, this is going to take a lot of inventory space, I think is the primary driver of what will be an issue for us. Not any of the actual resources themselves. Because I need 5 gas pods, 5 copper, 5 peepers. That's 15 inventory slots right there. And then the metal salvage is 4, 3 titanium. Yeah, we're going to have to pick up a lot of stuff. Let's see. I don't need to go too close to the Aurora. This should be red grasses. Yeah, there's the wreck right there. So this way should be safe shallows. I also don't... Usually I have like a map pulled up when I'm doing this kind of stuff. Just because I don't have the Subnautica map super memorized. I know it, but like... You know, I don't have it like all the way memorized. So normally I have a map. This time I don't. We're just full sending it. Bad news is that you absolutely need the life pod to be able to craft stuff. So we do have to go all the way back to the life pod after we gather all of the resources. Love that for us. Yeah. Also, it's nighttime. Did you know that in Below Zero, they actually have a lot more custom game settings than they do in original Subnautica? So like in Below Zero, there's a default menu setting where you can say, I want the day to last an hour and the nighttime to last like 2 minutes. Like that is a default setting that you can do in Below Zero. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so this is Floating Islands, which is not safe shallows, actually. I took a wrong turn somewhere and I'm not exactly sure how. That's an infected peeper. Which seems oxymoronic, but you know, considering the peepers are supposed to be the transmitters for enzyme 42. Again, it should be around here somewhere. Theoretically. Pretty game, though. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. I'll do that once I get a scanner, which is kind of what we're working towards right now. But it's going to take a hot second, so be patient. That's the other island. That's Gun Island. Frick. Where am I going? What am I doing? Again, normally I have a map. So that's great. You know, I do need peepers. So I may as well just start picking them up for funsies. Because I need 5 of them. So if I swim past any peepers, we'll grab them. And boomerangs. And metal salvage. Again, we need all of these resources. We do need them. I also need to get an air bladder. Or something that would be helpful to me. Although I can't say what at this particular point in time. Alright. Is that wreck right there that I see? I think this might be wreck. Which we could get our first data box out of. And fingers crossed for something decent. Because this one, if we get full oxygen really fast and then go around down here. There's also a life pod pretty close to here, which might have something of note. We go into here and around. There we go. PDA. Cyclops engine. Ooh. Cyclops engine fragment. Is that it? And stasis rifle. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. There is, again, also a life pod. Life pod 3, I want to say. Should be this away, I think. Again, my sense of direction is pretty miserable. Pretty abhorrent in the grand scheme of things. But when I learned how to use reference points, it's kind of like the way that I have relative pitch, not perfect pitch. Ooh, data box, data box. Lightweight high capacity tank. It's not a bad one to have. Not a bad one to have. It doesn't mean I need modification station. But still pretty doable. Okay, so here is safe shallows. I see gasopods. That's great, because I need those. Hello, peeper. Get in my pocket. Uh-huh. Yep. It's just me. Me and my 40 billion peepers. Don't worry about it. I'm glad that we turned off hunger and thirst, though, just because, again, frankly, it's annoying it's not randomized. I want to try and beat this randomizer today, but I will make no promises on that, because who knows how long this is going to take. Okay, you want to gas for me? Hello. There you go. Ow. Frick. Okay, well, that's not ideal. That's not ideal, actually. But frick. Well, I kept a gas pod and my ion cubes. I actually would have been bad if I lost the ion cubes. So we got those. I can't get the whole fish here as well, so because this animation is scripted. So if I pick up these whole fish, then we'll just have them on hand. Come here, whole fish. You're not getting away from me. And I'm just going to put these guys in here. Again, just to make sure that we keep them to have and to hold. As one does. Also, out of curiosity, what do I need to make a fabricator? Oliver's barking. Doing his little boof. Oh, that'll be easy once we get there. Okay, so that's fine. It's not ideal that I lost everything else. But we just go this way and we pretend that it's okay. Ted is down there somewhere. Hope he's having a great day. We'll see him later. Uh-huh. Yeah, that'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Now we just gotta swim all the way back again. Yay! Okay, so far it appears. We might encounter differences with this later on. It appears my creature randomizer is not actually randomizing any creatures, which is fine. But it's good to know that that isn't working. Because that is a mod that I installed, and I don't know if it actually did anything. But so far, all of the organisms are appearing as I would expect the organisms to appear. So, good to know. I do have to pick up more peepers now when it's daytime, which means they're going to be annoying. But it's fine. And boomerangs. Oh, and I lost my stalker tooth. Not my stalker tooth. There's a wreck right there. Hopefully I don't drown, because that'd be really embarrassing. Excellent. Yeah, if we just keep swimming forward, we'll get to safe shallows. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. On my Reginald. Oh, my poor Reginald. Also, Reginald is an objectively funny name for a fish, and I will die on that hill. Thank you for playing. Okay, so things I have the metal salvage, I have the whole fish. We need everything else. We need everything else. Great. Again, peepers and whole fish is fine. It's a little annoying, but not the end of the world. I do think Reginald is the best named fish in this game. Just because it's... Like, why would you name a fish Reginald? I like it. I really do, but why? Like, what a random name for a fish. Okay, so fingers crossed I can get my hands on a peeper. We're 5 here. Titanium is good. We don't need that. Out of curiosity, what does metal salvage craft into for us? Because that is also randomized. Let's see. Magnetite. Okay, so if I ever need magnetite for anything, I don't have to go into the jelly cave. I can just use metal salvage to get magnetite, because that's how that works. Yep. That's life pod 3. And it looks like there's a sea glide fragment. Is that sea glide? Yeah. Next to life pod 3. Cool. So that's one of, I don't know how many fragments we're going to need for that. It is random. I think it could be up to like 7 or something like that. I don't exactly know, so don't quote me on that. Well, I've got the whole fish. So I don't need to worry about going to the cave right now. Yeah, I know. Do you want to do your thing now so that if I die again, it's not like a horrible thing and I don't feel too bad about it? Okay, do your thing. Do your thing. Excellent. I'll take the 2. And I'll try and get this guy to do another 2. Excellent. And I just need one more. But we can wait a little bit. We can wait for that cooldown. I just gotta be a little safe about it, you know? Well, I did get 1, so no matter what, I have enough, which is great. Hey, Gary Fish. I just need more sandstone out, not sandstone, limestone outcroppings, and then I need peepers, and I need a boomerang. Yeah. We're doing it, I believe. Okay, more titanium. How close do we think I'm going to get to peepers before they swim away from me? Haha. You weren't fast enough. Oh, look, Reginald. Copper. Copper. Excellent. Boomerang. I'm just going out here fishing with my bare hands. Oh, look at that peeper yeet. That was a good yeet, buddy. Unfortunately, it is way faster than I am. I gotta catch them unsuspecting. You know, can't let them know your next move. There we go. That is 2 peepers of the 5 that I need. Great. Okay, do the thing. We got 3. That was a good run. That was a good run. You gotta lock in when you pick those up. Okay, there's another peeper. Come on. There we go. I see more limestone. Again, also got to make sure that we don't just die a grim and horrible death. of drowning, you know? As one does. Yeet. Unfortunately for you, your yeet is horribly inefficient for your movement, so I caught up. And then I need 2 more copper. We got the metal salvage, we got the whole fish. Okay, excellent. So then when I pick up that in a single quartz, we will be good to move on back home. Give me that silver. Uh-huh. Great. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Excellent. Oh, why am I swear to God this happens. Whenever I like start streaming, then I start yawning. And it's like, that should not be the... What is that? Do you guys see that blueprint fragment? Is that thermal reactor? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. We haven't seen any sea moth fragments yet. It doesn't mean there aren't any. We just haven't seen them. Yeah, that's thermal plant. Okay. So again, I just need copper. I need 2 things of copper. And then we will be good to go on all of that. I'm still sad that I lost my stalker tooth. It was a good trophy. I was proud of that one. This is the thermal cave that we can use if we need it for any reason. Just saying. It does kind of depend on getting a moon pool, though. And moon pools are hard. Because I have to find a moon pool. I'll have to find the fragments of the moon pool, and then I have to actually have the stuff needed to make it. Which could be interesting. Could be fascinating. Okay. More gas pods doing what they do. You love to see it. They're having a grand old time. Just give me the limestone. Give me the limestone. Sea glide would also be really nice to get our hands on sooner rather than later, because any kind of movement, huge. We want to go zoom speed. But yeah, I'm making it a mission to memorize more and more of the Subnautica map every time I play this game. Because, you know, I want to be good at things. It's important to me to be good at things. Like a cornerstone of my personality. Yes, yes, yes. You can chuckle about it all you want, Gasopod. I also got a lot of comments on my tier list video for this game saying like, oh, Allie missed the joke about the gasopods, you know, dropping gas pods from their foot. I'm like, no, I didn't miss the joke. I just think it's misleading to call it a gasopod and then not have it be any kind of gastropod. Just saying, like, I'm a biologist. Of course I have a biologist's opinion because I'm a biologist. Shocking, I know. Come here, Peeper. You're the last thing I need for the scanner. Excellent. I think the randomizing of Rex and scannables is the most interesting aspect of the mod. That would be especially fun for a casual player, casual replay, when you know the original locations too often. Exactly. Yeah, I think the randomizer is fun because it randomizes some of, like, it doesn't randomize, like, where the Rex are spawned or anything like that. Although it would be really cool because, like, obviously this is hand-placed, right? Like, wait. It's in Safe Shallows. Modification Station is Safe Shallows. That's actually huge. Depending on how many fragments that needs, we might just be able to do from this scatter alone, might give us Modification Station. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. That's 3. I gotta keep that in mind. There are 3 Modification Station fragments right here. Holy crap. Okay, and then we gotta find that other wreck in the Safe Shallows. But yeah, for me personally, because like I've said, I'm interested in learning how to speedrun Subnautica, right? I'm interested in the idea of using the randomizer to help me memorize wreck locations and that kind of knowledge rather than necessarily what the wrecks contain. Because that's all like in the routing, if that makes sense. You know, like when you're learning a speedrun, you follow a route guide and that kind of thing to help you learn how to speedrun the game and all of that fun stuff. Oh my goodness, yeah, there are so many Modification Station fragments right around here. We're 100% going to be able to get a Modification Station, which is huge. That's a great one to get our hands on. because that means like depth upgrades and that kind of thing isn't really a problem. So fingers crossed that we get mobile vehicle bay is also somewhere pretty accessible. I'll have to rely on that for other reasons. But yeah, regardless, I still think it's a fascinating concept. But trying to use a randomizer to teach me how to deal with various like wrecks and that kind of stuff is good, because it helps you reinforce how to get into them, how to get around them, that kind of thing, how to navigate between them, especially when I don't have a map pulled up. Excuse me as I drink an unhealthy amount of caffeine. I need to make iced tea. Oh my goodness. I love the Ghost Warhead Sour Green Apple, which is this energy drink, because not only does it contain an absurdly high amount of caffeine, but it is abrasively sour. And I think, honestly, for me, because I love sour things, like I would actively prefer sour candy over like chocolate, that kind of thing, when I have a sweet. But I think the sourness in itself is more effective at keeping me awake and alert than the actual caffeine. So I just need a non-caffeinated, as polarizingly sour version of it, and that'll be great. And my teeth will suffer, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, you know? So yeah, again, I'm not going to make any promises on finishing this randomizer today, because obviously there's a hard amount of RNG that goes into this. But you know, we're gonna give it our best college try. We're gonna give it a good shot, and we'll see how it goes. Because I had fun making my randomizer video. I wanted to do more randomizers. I think they're fun. I'm working on a very big randomizer project right now that I also cannot spoil, but if you're in my Discord, you may have seen some hints as to what that could be. And I'm curious to see if anyone's going to figure it out from the thumbnail concept that I shared. But again, we shall see. I'm very excited for that project. It's been a really big, like, offline project that I've been working on over like several days worth of recording. So yeah, love random. Indeed, your emote isn't working. It just hates you, Ava. Okay, number one thing is we want... Yep, there we go. We want the scanner. Oh my goodness, please. Scanner. And we want the habitat builder. Yes. Okay. So then back over we go. We're just going to build ourselves a temporary base in these safe shallows just to have a place with a fabricator that is easier to work with than swimming all the way back over to Gun Island. Because we already did the Gun Island checkpoint. Like, we did it. Actually, before I leave Gun Island, right, we're here. I have easy access to several things that I will not have easy access to in other parts of the map. Why would I not just pick up some extra lithium, diamonds, and gold while I'm here? Because it's easy and relatively harm-free, especially if we get it during the daytime when it's light and I can see things. Just saying, you know? Just saying. Why would I not just do it while I'm here, and then I can have diamonds and stuff ready to go in case I need them to make like a sea moth? Let me unpin those recipes here. I wish that when you crafted something, it would unpin the recipe. Just because I don't like having things in the corner of my screen. It irritates me. Like many things, I'm easily irritated. But... wee. Okay. It should be daytime kind of soonish. Maybe. Hopefully. Yes, alien lamps. Light the way for me. Tell me where to go. And show me The shale deposits. It's so dark. That is not the path. This is the path. Am I going to get horribly lost trying to follow this pathway? It is a distinct possibility. I'm gonna go all the way up. I don't know why, but that seems safer. It probably isn't, but it seems safer. Maybe in the daytime we can go in there. Unless this is just like a dead end. That is not a dead end. Oh, ow. Actually, it is a dead end. Okay. I see. I can't see anything because it's freaking dark and I don't have a flashlight. Freaking salt deposit. And I'm not going to make a flashlight. I'm just going to scan the walls really well until it tells me that I can break something. Like this one right here. Haha. Diamond. Lithium. Perfect. You love to see it. Again, I don't ever need magnetite, clearly, because, you know, who in their right mind would need magnetite when you can just craft it? A totally normal and vanilla feature. Just as unknown worlds, I cannot fall down there. I will never find my way back up. The worst part is that I don't even have a hunger and water bar, so if I get lost, we will just be wandering around in the dark. And I don't think that would be good for anyone, especially not me, because I have, in case you haven't noticed, my sense of direction isn't, like, the best. So about that, I am moving forward, I think. Scanner, can you just emit some light for me? Oh, lithium. Oh, a shale outcropping with a diamond in it. That's a wall. Okay, these are the same two plants. Can I boost my gamma? For no reason? Perfect. The intended Subnautica experience. Perfect. This is what Subnautica was meant to look like, right? Yeah. Hey, look, shale outcropping. Another one. Oh my goodness, there's actual light there, but I can't get out that way. There's so much lithium, which is great. I just gotta remember to set it back down to 1 and we'll be fine, you know? As soon as I find my way out, like I find an exit, we'll turn the gamma back down, I promise. But so far, I've not found a way out. I've just found more shale. I mean, which is great, because this is what I came in here for, but like also, we will spend literal hours wandering around the dark if I don't turn up my gamma. I'm very good at getting lost. Do I see a path out? Do I see a path out? No. What? How is this? What? This is the dead end. Oh my god, wait. Wait. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are okay. Thank you, Gamma. We're turning this right back off. There we go. Welcome, my overly saturated darkness. I just have to find my way through here. I feel like it should be a straightforward path. Yes. Ooh, purple tablet. I should have scanned that. Uh-huh. I can get out of this. I can get out. You know what? I can get out of this. Please don't hit the rock. Please don't hit the rock. It's fine. Yeah, hi Ted. How's it going? I missed you too, buddy. I missed you too, buddy. Do you guys see Ted? Like, can you make that out? Do you see Ted down there? Just chilling? Because I see Ted. You know, he's just doing Ted things. I love that for him. Just trust me, he's there. Ted is there. You can hear him. It's fine. He might be having a bad day, but then again, it's Ted, so when is he not having a bad day? It's fine. Also, I've been clenching my jaw a lot recently, and it is starting to cause like a physical knot in my jaw, and I don't like it. Don't do that. This has been your PSA. Also, out of curiosity, what do I need to make solar panels? Gas pods. Okay, good to know that gas pods are the currency of this save file. In my one for YouTube, it was bladderfish. And honestly, I think I would prefer gas pods because they're a slightly easier renewable source, but you know. We're taking it, we're making do. It is so sour. Which again is what I want, so it's good, but still. Okay, so what do we think about kind of building a little base off of here? Somewhere nice and easy, because this is like right above... Is it mushroom forest down here? Or is that blood kelp? If you keep going all the way down here. Ooh, that's metal scrap. Just floating. Love it. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I think I know where this is. Yeah, that's mushroom forest. Okay, so this might not be a bad place to base. Could always build on this ledge right here next to this thing. Only problem is obviously the oxygen is annoying, but it's not really that bad. I kind of like the idea of just building it on this pillar right here. Please don't drown. That'd be really embarrassing. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I just need a lot more bladderfish, you know, to make an X tube. And then I need... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's great. Why on earth is a hatch so expensive? The hatch is so expensive. Look at that. Okay, well, I'm glad I grabbed all that gold and silver. That will help. Hot dang. The hatch is gonna take forever, though. I'm gonna go get 5 bladderfish, or not bladderfish, boomerangs. And then I gotta go do all that. I still need to get whatever I need for a solar panel. Excellent. Excellent. It's gonna be fine. We're thriving. We're vibing. We're part of a team, you know? I believe in us. Also, I desperately really want to get an O2 tank and fins. Either of those would be really good. Please have copper. The thing is, I can't even think about making a base until I get all the stuff for a hatch, because if I can't get a hatch, like I can't get into my base because obviously I don't have access to a moon pool. So there is no other entry point without that. Speaking of which, what do we think the odds are of finding a moon pool fragment sometime soonish? Like, what if it's in red grasses? That'd be nice. Because moon pool is fun. We love moon pool. I also need a lot of boomerangs. So let me pick up one of these bad boys because we're here. Oh. Well, that's a different problem. Okay, so we'll worry about the creep vine last. we'll worry about that after we get the boomerangs. I think we just need to do this maybe sequentially. So maybe we do put it in safe shallows just for the ease of like being able to do something. TM. I need to go more this way. I followed the wrong path of the creep vine. I got too distracted. You can see a warper way out in the distance over there. Okay. Creepvine caves is also a very fun ecosystem. Not good for building them. Again, not that we're gonna do like a fancy base or anything like that, but still good to keep in mind, right? We want to be responsible. What, pray tell, do we think this is gonna be? Sea glide? Sea glide? Sea glide? Ooh, mobile vehicle bay. Okay, so that's good to keep in mind. That's vanilla. Or at least vanilla location. That mobile vehicle bay is in Creepvine. Yeah. I'm just trying to keep some kind of directionality to where I'm going. Because otherwise it's going to be fully random. Then this drops off into red grasses. We all know that I love the red grasses. I call it red grasses. It's technically grassy plateaus. Is the technical name for it, but it'll always be red grasses to me. And I make the rules. I still need a heckin' lot of boomerangs, though. So it's good to know that probably building satellite bases is not going to be the most viable strat for this randomizer, particularly because the hatch is so expensive, which seems a bit weird. But again, it is what it is. We can't really change it. And unless we get a moon pool to be a secondary base type, then we just kind of make do with what it is. But I can get a trash can. So you know who's really winning? Me. The decoration objects aren't randomized, so the trash can will grant the trash can. You only need one fragment of it because it doesn't actually help the progression at all. It's just, you know, it's there. Okay, but modification station on the other hand. How many fragments? 3. Isn't that vanilla? Don't you need 3? I know it's randomized because obviously modification station doesn't spawn there, but still. Okay, so now I need boomerangs. And I think we just follow along safe shallows. We'll go visit the other little scatter that's over this direction. And continue unlocking modification station, because that is a big blueprint to have on hand. Even just to know what it requires to craft is pretty good for us. And that's the thermal cave right there. There we go, there's a boomerang. Target acquired. Target acquired. Get in my bag. Excellent. I just need like 6 more of those. And then we'll be able to make a base. It'll be great. It'll be great. Okay. So no matter what, we unlock modification station right here. Like so. There's another boomerang. You can get in the bag. Please, if I ask really nicely. Thank you. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them right here. It is the herd that I need. The herd that I need to make a base. I do also need cave sulfur, which is unfortunate, but cave sulfur is, I believe, one of the randomized, like, reward things that you can get when you have scanned enough of a blueprint already. Oh my goodness, my inventory's full. Okay, what am I going to drop to make room? I think I'm going to drop some lithium. And we'll just drop it in a place where I can... Because, like, the items that you drop don't despawn. So I think if I go, like, on top of this arch right here and I go all the way down, I'm like, I'm going to drop lithium right here. I think we can come back and pick up our little stash of lithium. and we can trade it out for some boomerangs. Excellent. Thank you. I needed those too. Those ones I cannot drop, though. We cannot drop the gas pods in exchange for something else, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. Okay. We're doing it. We're making progress. We just gotta run around town, you know? That's what one does. Come on. Get in the pocket. Excellent. That's 4. I think I need to place down the 5... I need 5 boomerangs to place the X chamber, and then we can start working towards the hatch. Because again, the hatch is so expensive for no reason. Come here. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. And then you. That one. Okay, that one was easy. Cool. So, just get a little bit more oxygen real fast. We'll do it... Here's good. I know it's a little bit weirdly placed, but I think it should allow a moon pool to place. And that's kind of what I'm going for. Okay. So there we go. I already put in the silver, so I just need the cave sulfur, a copper. Yeah, I think this is doable. I think this is doable. And then a creepvine thing. And again, creepvine should be pretty easy. It's usually around here somewhere. I just gotta remember where I put that. Yeah. To be fair, leaving something partially constructed does actually make it easier to see. We just gotta remember that our base is kind of... I'm also hoping that sticking it up above the side will make it easier for us to re-find again. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but again, sense of direction, not my strong suit. Not my strong suit. Okay, so where on earth is the copper that I desire? And what do you have in you? Nothing. Nice. What do you have in you? Nothing. Nothing. Great. Great contributions, guys. This should be last modification station, though. So we love that for us. Cool. So I need copper. I need copper and I need cave sulfur. And I have an idea for one of those. Okay. Okay. Close but wrong. There we go. All the way around town. There should be a crash fish somewhere around here. Give me copper, not titanium. I need copper. I swear to God, it just said there was a break limestone chunk. Did you guys see that tooltip too? It's around here. I don't think you're allowed to claim navigation isn't your strong suit while being able to navigate Balboa and Raft. That place is a boreal hall of mirrors. I mean, to be fair, I have literally like 1,300 hours in Raft, you know? I would hope at a certain point with only 8 story locations that are unique that I would be able to learn that one. And once you learn the identifying markers, it's pretty easy to do. And to be fair, I do know it really, really well, but I can still get lost. It's not like it's impossible for me to get lost in Balboa. It just happens a lot less frequently because I've spent so much time running around in circles, getting myself lost, that now I know everything, you know? Big brain. Alrighty, there we go. And... Wubba wubba. I heard it, I heard it, I heard it, I heard it. Oh. It didn't aggro. Okay. Welp. It's fine. I got what I came for. It's fine. I just need the copper now. Limestone chunk, please. Yes. Thank you. Okay, and there should be creep vine over this way. And then we will be able to make the hatch. Okay? You can still run to the bicycle. I can barely find the South Beach without resorting to unstuck. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I think it also has to do with the fact that I spent so much time filming Balboa that I know what it looks like from an aerial perspective, and for some reason that helps me like understand the again, it's relationships. What I'm good at in terms of navigation is the relationship between two places. What can I drop? Titanium. As long as I don't get down below 2 will be good. I just need that should be enough inventory slots. It should rearrange to fit that. Okay. Give me the seed cluster. Yeah, so again, for me, what I'm good at is the relationship between things. So if I know where like point A is in relation to point B, then it's a lot easier for me to be like, oh, that's where I need to go. I legitimately think we might need to leave something partially deconstructed on our base just for this exact purpose. Look at this. You see how it's glowing and like so much easier to identify? But like if I don't have those 2 points of relationship with each other, then I don't know where I'm going. Then I'm making it up. Okay. Excellent. We now have a base. It doesn't have any power or anything, but we have a base. And I can power said base. Wow. Look at me go. We're going to start all the way back here. Perfect. Excellent. And I'm just going to, you know, prepare, right? Prepare. Oxygen. I know. We're fine. It should start generating oxygen pretty soon. Okay, so we got the hatch. Thank goodness. What do I need for wall lockers? Lead. I have lead. Ooh. Depending on an ammo glass, which I need 5 of for that. That's also lead. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of lead is what I'm getting. Eye stalk seed. And I can't get the eye stalk seed without the knife in the first place. Ooh. Okay. Unless I find a time capsule. And then, you know what? Then we're really in business. Okay, so let me pin this recipe. Because I think fabricator is the next big thing that we need. I need to find that other Safe Shallows wreck, though. Because if I can go inside that room, I think it can spawn like 4 different fragments of something. It might just be like a ton of modification stations, which is fine. But still. Actually, let me turn around again. Let me make a wall locker and dump everything that I don't actively need in my inventory. So that we can clear out some stuff. I believe in myself, you know? Whee! Excellent. Okay, so we'll do fabricator, radio. And then I think I can fit 3 if I remember. No, I can fit 2. Okay, so we'll do this. And this. And then it should be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. I like that placement. It's about as even as we're going to get. Let me just inventory dump everything that isn't an active thing that I need right now. Okay. Oh, we're doing it. We're making progress, okay? We're doing the darn thing. I'm going to leave these bladderfish here just for emergency purposes because we need to go adventuring anyways right now. We may as well pick some stuff up as we go. Like the Garyfish. I feel like Garyfish are harder to find than bladderfish, personally. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You will be sacrificed for the greater good. That is a fabricator. but it will be for the greater good. That is me, because I'm the greatest good. Oh, that was easy. Not the fish command. I feel like the fish command is several hundred behind at this point. Because obviously I don't update the actual fish command every time I hit a fish. You know what? I also didn't, because in my randomizer for YouTube, I didn't get a vehicle. Yeah, I know. Can you be quiet, please? I'm trying to have a conversation. But because I didn't get a vehicle for my recorded randomizer, I didn't actually ever like run into any fish because I didn't have a vehicle to hit and run them with. So I didn't have to do the hit and run counter for that video. But you know, I suppose we could make up for it this time around. All right, here's another scatter. Should be probably more modification station, if anything, if I had to guess. Nope, nothing there. Okay, cool. Love it. Bioreactor. Interesting. I mean, I'll take it. I will scan that, but not what I was expecting. Whee! Also, to be fair, my routing for the bicycle in Balboa is very much a result of the speedrun route, because you run directly past the bicycle. Uh-huh. I'm aware, but thank you. Ooh, I can't. Why is it that whenever I start streaming, then I start yawning, even if I got like a fairly decent night of sleep? What is it? What's it with you guys? I like this random hole right here. It's like a random square hole. I go in the square hole. Oh, it has like a little window. Nice. Crab squid life. We do love the crab squids. Actually, I really like the crab squid design, which I know is kind of... So, like, I am horridly arachnophobic, right? I am genuinely terrified of spiders, and I have and will continue to have panic attacks when I encounter them when I'm not prepared. I'm legitimately absolutely terrified by spiders, but crabs do not bother me. Crabs do not bother me in the least. I love crabs, which is kind of like a weird dichotomy because they are technically both arthropods. Obviously, crustacea and arachnids are very different because you've got mandibulata versus chelicerata. But I've had a lot of people say that like the crab squids remind them of spiders, but they don't for me because I can see the articulation of their legs that is a lot more decapod than arachnid in nature. And so I like the crab squids because, I mean, I also love cephalopods. I really like cephalopods a lot. Again, if I weren't so into echinoderms and mollusks or like bivalves, I would probably do cephalopods as like my next organism to study. Echinoderms are my favorite. I do work with bivalves. Doing oysters. A lot of my research is in oysters. But I like the crab squid because it is like a decapod, like a decapod cephalopod. It's weird. A decacephalopod? A cephalodecapod? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. If I had to make up a Latin name, honestly, I might do that for a video. If I had to make up a Latin name or like a scientific name for all of the Subnautica creatures, that could be fun. Because you know how in Subnautica 2, it's got like their proposed scientific names? Uh-huh. Yes. Indeed. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it, actually, but thank you. Thank you for playing. Do the jumpy crawlers freak you out? Quite spider-like? I don't necessarily mind the cave crawlers too much. To be fair, I can't necessarily articulate what it is about spiders that freaks me out. I have been afraid of spiders since I can remember. Like, this is not a new fear or anything like that, right? It's not like I just developed a phobia of spiders one day. I was like, I'm afraid of spiders now. So I can't articulate exactly what it is about spiders that freak me out, because it's not the multiple eyes thing. It's not the fact that they have 8 legs, because again, crabs don't bother me, millipedes don't bother me. I don't know exactly what it is, but the cave crawlers and the blood kelp crawlers don't have that trait, whatever it is. I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan of them. Like, I don't love their organismal design, but that's for other reasons. Like, those don't bother me. I wouldn't say that I'm actively afraid of any creature in the Subnautica universe. Again, it's not like I would want to go give Ted a hug in real life, because Ted would eat me and that would be bad. But the cave crawlers don't bother me. I don't know what it is. I just need silver. Okay, this might be our last bioreactor fragment. Yeah. Okay, so that's another power method, or power generation method that we have. So we have solar panels, which is just gas pods, which is fairly easy, honestly, and I'm probably going to stick with solar panels, because that is the way that I choose to power my bases, no matter how I do things. Actually, I got a comment on, I think it was my below zero playthrough. That was basically saying, because I made the standard comment that I make about the fact that I love using solar panels as my primary source of power. And they were like, I was unprepared for the sheer volume of solar panels. I was like, I was not kidding. I will use solar panels, and I will use a lot of them. I think I made like 7,000 power generation just in solar panels. Which again, you know, it works for me. You are welcome to play the game the way that you want to play the game. It will not match mine. Because my way... Is that a Cyclops hull fragment right there? Do you see that? Okay, so if we know where at least one engine fragment is, and we know where the hull fragment is, that could be really big for us. Assuming, fingers crossed, that it is a reasonable crafting thing. Because if we can get Cyclops as our first vehicle, then honestly, who cares, right? Like, Cyclops could take you to the end of the game, as long as I can get the depth upgrades. And I already have the modification station, so... You know? Ooh, well, I'm out and about gathering resources. What do I need for fins? It's just titanium. That's super easy. A lot of Gary fish. Okay, good to know. Ellie, woo! Hey, friend, how's it going? How you doing? But yeah, again, that's fairly easy, actually. So spadefish... Actually, you know what? I'm right next. Hello. How's it going? To be fair, I ask myself that some days. I'm not really sure how to answer that question, though. I'm kind of just me. I just work here, you know? But okay, so we've got... if I can get 3 more silver, then I can get O2 tank. Fabricator is more important, obviously, because without the fabricator, I can't make the other things. But if I'm here, I may as well pick up the spadefish, right? Assuming I can get one. I see target acquired. Target acquired. Come here. Come here, spadefish. Get in my pocket. Get in my pocket, please. Please, I don't have this much oxygen. Okay, there we go. Straight back up. Excellent. All the way up. But again, what if I get really lucky and I get a time capsule and it just has everything that I need? You know, I'm just saying. Okay, you know what? Let's start our journey back to our little base. Because I can get titanium as we go. Metal salvage I can obviously pick up. Do I have inventory space? I do have a lot of inventory space. Because I was smart and I emptied my inventory. I'm so big brain. I'm so big brain. It's almost like I have a master's degree. Shocking, I know. The thing is, like, as much as I make a lot of jokes, you know, about being smart and that kind of thing, it is genuinely a really big point of pride for me that I would like to think that I'm a decently smart person, like, actually. And while I will be the biggest person to point fun at that, to poke fun at that. Oh, there's a mesmer. Cool. Like, I want to continue to be actually smart, you know, on the sidelines of when I'm not being stupid for video gaming. Yeah. Okay, so now I just have to find my way back over to where we made our little shelter. Ideally, I would be able to get my hands on a beacon. And then from there, I would be able to really find my way around town. What? That is metal scrap. Okay, it was just like poking up at a weird angle. Which is fine, I guess. I haven't found any sea glide fragments beyond the one that was right next to Life Pod 3. So that is mildly concerning, but I'm sure we'll find more. And again, getting any kind of movement ability will really help us here. Just be more efficient in our exploration. And apparently I need a lot of titanium, so we can continue breaking limestone chunks. I also need more silver to get an O2 tank. And if I can make the O2 tank, potentially I can make the high capacity O2 tank. Actually, I should see, because I have the stuff, or I can get the stuff for the modification station. I wonder, I should see what it takes for the lightweight high capacity tank. Because it's possible that we might be able to just make that right away too. Yeah. Okay, thermal plant. Not exactly something I need right now. 1 of 3 fragments. Great. Love to see it. Might as well scan the creep vine as we go. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Home again. Well, kind of. We're just ambling home. Very slowly. I believe in us. And if I kind of follow the border, I think our home should be kind of in this direction. If I'm not mistaken. Which is entirely possible, but you know. We can hope and dream, right? Yeah, because that brings us closer to the Aurora. That was a wreck right there. If I see bladderfish, I need to pick them up as well because I need slightly more bladderfish. Redeem tea. I will do that in just a second, my friend. Because my tea is, once again, not tea because it's freaking hot. Which is quite warm today. There it is. Okay, target acquired. My tea today is, again, an absurd amount of caffeine. Cheers, friend. My aggressively sour energy drink. And believe me, it is indeed aggressively sour. I know that many people are not from the US here. And sometimes I wonder about, because like obviously the US has a certain food culture, shall we say. That allows for other things that other regulatory bodies may not allow for. I was thinking it's kind of interesting because like this has, let me just look real fast. How much caffeine in total are we talking? That's carotene, which is close. 200 milligrams of caffeine. Which is a lot. That's a lot of... I believe an average cup of coffee is like 50. So it's like 4 cups of coffee. And I very rarely actually finish a full energy drink in a day. Because, you know, I try to be somewhat mindful of my heart health. Not all the way, but, you know, a little bit, right? As a treat. How many more bladderfish do I need? I need 1 more bladderfish. I have the metal salvage. I wish it would let you build out of order just to use everything that you do have. Do I have 3 titanium or do I need to go get... Oh, I have 3 titanium. Okay, so it's literally just 1 more bladderfish. Then I need to build the fabricator. And having the fabricator online is good because it allows us to make everything else that we want to make. Yoink. But yes, our food regulations are interesting sometimes. There we go. Perfect. And then I can unpin that recipe just so that it's out of the way. Cool. Gotta go find it in the abyss of everything. Fabricator. There we go. Okay, so radio is also an acid mount. I think I can do that. I think I can build a radio. I don't think I picked up a single acid mushroom, but you know what? Wow. Incredible. I love it. Okay, we have a radio now. We have a radio. Medkit fabricator not happening. Silicon rubber. So let's just take a quick look at this, right? So if I need copper wire, oh my god, I need 20 quartz for this. That's so much. That's just a lot of lead, which I can do. And then that, oh my goodness. What? I mean, thank goodness it's only one, but like, hot dang. I'm glad I brought all of the diamonds and lithium with me. What do I need for glass? Okay, well, this is about to be the most intensive crafting process to make a modification station that you've ever seen. What do I need for lubricant? This goes so many layers deep. Well, okay, we're doing lubricant first. Lubricant first because it's metal salvage. Let's go. Oh. And boomerangs. I need to remember to pick up the boomerangs. Get in the pocket. Because apparently I need 40 billion of you. That's one metal salvage. Cool. You'll love to see it. Oh, wait. I should probably... What was it that I needed for fins, right? What did I need for fins? Oh, just 5 titanium. Okay, perfect. So the first 5 titanium I get are good at going towards fins just because that's a pure move speed upgrade. And we need that, goodness knows. But hot dang, this is going to be an expensive modification station. Like, holy crap, the amount of steps that are needed to make that. Let alone the fact that I need 20 quartz. We're in for it now. I believe in us. This is fine. Everything's fine. Okay, where on earth is there's the metal salvage. That's 1, 2. So that puts us at a total of 3 that I need just to make the lubricant, mind you. You know, I could turn this into magnetite instead. Excellent. Hello, gasopod. Can you do the thing just so I can get maybe another solar panel? I feel like that was a good run. Okay, that's another solar panel right there. You'll love to see it. Okay, so that's another metal salvage. Great. Great. Yeah, I just need titanium. That's 1 of the many that I need. Like, actually many. Some crash fish somewhere had a bad day. Call them crash out fish, you know. Gold. If it gave me silver, I would honestly prefer silver. Lead I'll take, because lead is used in so much. Yeah, I know. I'm just built different. Okay, again, lead is fine. I do need a decent amount of it, so I'm not upset about that. Okay. Nice. Let's go back and around. Yeah, we're making progress. We have what we need for the lubricant. I should have everything I need to make the glass. This is so many layers deep to get the modification station up. But I believe in us, you know? Believe in the me that believes in you. We got this. That's gold. Silver inventory's full. Okay. So let's go home, get rid of our frickin' 5 metal salvages that we need to make lubricant. Because that makes sense. We're just scraping it off the metal at that point, I guess. Should it be like this? Nah? This way? I really want beacons. I think beacons would go a long way for me. Or it's helping me remember where on Earth I built my base. Because I think we know that remembering that kind of thing, not for me. It just isn't. Wee. I gotta like look at the aurora next time I'm home and try and like pinpoint it in my brain of like what it looks like. So that way I know, you know, because that's a normal and average way to do things. Uh-huh. The aurora hasn't exploded yet, which is great because it means that I'm less likely to run into random radiation. Oh. So, you know what I was just saying? It's no longer true. Yeah, I know.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
There it goes. Whee! I'm irradiated now. Yay! Time for all the cancers in addition to the bacteria that's gonna kill us first. You'll love to see it. Okay. Well, at least you know what? We got another solar panel. So really, who's winning? Okay. First step first. Lubricant. Let's get that out of the way because it'll clear up a ton of inventory space. And then, yeah, that just requires lead. My goodness, this is so expensive. But I can unpin the lubricant recipe. So that's something. And we got that layer done. Okay, good to know. I can undo that. Do I have everything I need to make glass? I need 5 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need my lubricant that I just made. I need 4 copper. 1, 2, 3. I need 3 lead. 1, 2, 3. I need 1 salt, which I can do. That's not a problem. I need 1 acid mushroom. So I don't have that. Well, I have that. Cool. So I need a copper. You gonna be cool? Yeah. So I just need 1 salt, which I can do. And then we have the glass layer done. Okay? So then we have the glass done. Oh, wait, I forgot that I need to keep scanning these. I know they're bonus, but it'll give us resources. It could give us things that we actually genuinely need. Like that. Floater. Cool. Cave sulfur. You love to see it. Again, it is a good way to get extra resources that are actually helpful. So we need to keep doing that. I just need a little bit of salt. And I need to pick up a lot of extra titanium. Because again, fins. Fins would be really good. Any kind of move speed would be very helpful here. Is that prawn drill arm that I see? I believe it is. Come on, scan. So I don't drown. Yeah, okay, 1 of 4. That's fine. But there we go. That is everything we need for glass. So glass we are ready to make. Hopefully. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. And that moves us up 1 layer further in our quest of this. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Alrighty. Again, scan these. Hopefully they give us good resources. Again, titanium would be really nice because if I get 5 titanium, then I can make fins. That's an acid mushroom. Oh, that's salt. I could have gotten my salt that way, you know? But it is worth scanning all of the extra blueprints just to get those resources. Because, you know, resources. We love resources. And inside. Okay. It is time for the glass layer. We are 1 step closer to getting the modification station. Not by a lot, but we're 1 step closer. So the glass can go live in here. I have 3 titanium in this chest. And 2... I can make fins! Yay. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, so I have the boomerangs. Do I have enough diamond and lithium? I have 1 lithium remaining. Ooh. Okay, so I have the 3 diamonds. I have the lithium. I have the 2 quartz, I think. Yeah. I have the glass. I have the 5 boomerangs. I need the 5 titanium and 3 IIs. I can do that. 5 titanium, 3 IIs. The IIs are in the creepvine forest. So we just gotta go over here. And we'll try and get any titanium that we can along the way. Oh, my lithium stash. I'm good on lithium. I'm very good on lithium. See, this is what I meant when I said I'm pretty sure those things don't despawn. The things that I've dropped manually. I don't think they do. I could be wrong on that, but you know. Give me that sweet, sweet oxygen. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on, titanium. I feel like it's not often that you're really hoping for titanium out of those. But, you know, such is life. Okay, now we gotta really keep our eyes peeled for eyes. Because they're surprisingly good at blending in. There's 1. There's 2. Come here. Oh, dear. We also have to keep an eye on our oxygen. Okay, so we know that there's 1 somewhere down here-ish. That's good. Please tell me the frickin' biter didn't just eat it, because that'd be really unlucky. I don't think it kills in 1 hit, though. There we go, there we go. Come on, get in my pocket. I'm like scanning, trying to find these eyes. Playing Simon Says with myself. Or not Simon Says. I Spy. There we go. That's the children's game that I'm thinking of that I can't remember. Come on, There has to be 1 more around here somewhere. Then I just need titanium. Bubble plant. We love the bubble plant. Do a quick horizon scan while we wait for our oxygen to be refilled. There we go. The horizon scan was worth it. Okay, we have our eyes. Excellent. Now I just need titanium, which theoretically shouldn't be bad to get. Heavy on the theoretically, though. Don't eat me. That's rude. Okay, any sandstone outcroppings. Any whatsoever. Or blueprints to scan would also be great. I would take that as well. Yeah, I know. And then we can start working on getting the oxygen tank. But you know, if I can get the high capacity O2 tank, that's even better. Air bladder could be helpful if it's cheap. Oh yeah. Maybe there's a lot at the start. Yeah, if it's cheap, then maybe. I'll have to look the next time we go in, but I'm determined to find this titanium before I go back base. But that is a good shout. Okay, copper, not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for at this particular moment in time. There we go. Titanium, yeah. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Did you see that? You saw that, right? It went through the wall. That's not fair. That's not fair. I didn't deserve that. What do you mean it went into the wall? So rude. Oh my goodness. And I'm getting copper from all of them. Come on, game. Why do you have to be like this? Definitely illegal. I know. It's illegal even against the laws of physics, which normally, you know, I'm all for breaking those. Because physics isn't real. But, you know, that was just rude. I worked hard for that. I was going to say, if it did it again, I was going to be really upset. But it didn't. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's cool when you're part of a team. Oh yeah, that's actually really doable. If I just pick up one more spadefish kind of on this trip down, I think I could do it. Especially if I get lucky. Yeah. Come on. Get in my pocket. Okay, well, we're going to make one more trip up and down. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's cool when you're part of a team. I see a spadefish. I'm just keeping my eyes on roughly where it is. So I can go yoink. And then straight down. And there we go. Okay, cool. We have access to a bladderfish now, which is great. Or we do have access to a bladderfish. An air bladder, which will help getting up and down. I just need one more titanium because I'm gonna do that on this trip. We're doing it. Okay. We are doing it because I said so. Hi, Peeper. I did not mean to pick up that Peeper, but it's coming with us. There we go. Okay, now I just have to find my base again. The day I get beacons, it's all over. Okay? The day I get beacons, I'll know exactly where I'm going. It's not this way. And then we'll be fine, you know? Okay, so it should be over towards this side if I read my directionality correctly, which is a stretch. Ooh, wait, there was a sea glide fragment here. I should probably scan that while I'm here. Wasn't there? I remember seeing it, and I made like a mental note of there being one here. Did I already scan it? Oh no, it's right there. Cool. That's one of 3. It's a bit unfortunate that's the only one that we've seen so far. But I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. I should also make a note of the rough distance to my life pod, because I feel like that's a little bit easier to remember. Ooh, I should go scan the stuff that's in here while I remember this wreck exists. Because I currently remember that this wreck exists and I know how to get in and out of it, so... Okay, we'll try again. I want as much oxygen as possible because I know that I'm going to scan things. Yes, hoverfish, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. Okay. Cyclops engine. Very good, very big. I think that should be everything in here. Swivel chair we don't care about. Okay. I just want to make sure that I don't drown because I have so much stuff in my inventory that we've worked so hard for. Thank goodness it crafts 2 silicon rubber and not just 1. Because otherwise that would be miserable. Yeah, you're very scary. Okay, I just gotta find home. Nighttime isn't a great time for me to try and find home because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my sense of direction still suffering. It should be this way though. I recognize this wreck. I think we're on the right track, the right path, if you will. There's a reefback, one of my favorite little guys. One of my favorite not so little guys. I do love them. I love reefbacks. I was doing, because I am working on the below 0 tier list. Believe it or not, those videos take a very long time to write. Because you gotta balance, like, your actual opinions with not going too overboard. And there's also over 100 animals. Or creatures, I should say, because I do the fauna and flora as well. And so you kind of gotta balance like everything. There we go. Air bladder is great. And we can make the silicone rubber that we actually came for. Which gets us that much closer to modification station. Oh, hot dang, that took forever. Hello, friend. My bad. We're good. Okay. Look at Reginald. I love Reginald. We got this. We got the frickin' air bladder. We love to see it. I love your Subnautica videos. So thank you for the hard work. I appreciate it. I do. Oh yeah, so I've been working on the below 0 one, and oh goodness, where was I going with that original train of thought? I just derailed myself completely. I don't know. That train of thought is gone. It has left the station. It's fine. We're here. We're thriving. We're vibing. We have the silicone rubber that we need for that. We can get the titanium. What was it that I needed for enamel glass? It was just lead, right? It was just lead. And I can't make lead. Yeah, it's just lead. So I need 5 of those. How much lead do I have? 1. Excellent. But with air bladder, we can go a little bit deeper. I suppose I could even make more than 1 air bladder because they do replenish oxygen. It's not a lot of oxygen, but they do replenish it. I need to put my scanner in 1 because I don't know why, but the scanner just goes in 1. It just does. Just trust me, okay? Scanner is a 1 tool. And then I can just yeet. Oh yeah. We love to see it. So I need lead, right? Sandstone is a good way to get lead. Oh, ooh, we can get some fragments, maybe. Hopefully of something useful. That's more modification station. I already have that, but it's still a very useful thing. And power transmitter. Oh, I see more drill arm. 5 for the power transmitter. I don't think that's worth it, but you know, that's fine. I was trying to think, because there was like some organism where I was like trying to articulate my thoughts on why I didn't. Oh, the reef backs. I got there. Because the glow whales from Below Zero are kind of the equivalent to the reef backs, if you know what I mean. If you're familiar with the creatures from Below Zero, where the glow whales are that massive leviathan that's passive. And I do love passive leviathans because, again, I'm a marine biologist. Of course, I love the fact that not all sea life is aggressive, because most sea life is not at all aggressive towards humans. Whee! And in terms of organismal design, I just think like the glow whales are a lot more feasible from a biological perspective. They're a lot more realistic, shall we say. And again, I'm using realistic with heavy air quotes there because they're not, but I could do a full analysis on that the same way I did for the ghost. Ooh, that gave me a tooth. Sorry, I'm like trying to articulate 40 billion thoughts in my head at the same time. And the reefback leviathans, I think it comes down to a fact that the glow whales are a lot more believable as a creature, but the reefbacks are a lot more interesting, if that makes sense. Because the reefbacks represent what I think is a very cool xenobiology concept. I don't want to irradiate myself by looking at one of my favorite animals, but I think the reefbacks are a very interesting organismal design, because you know they have a whole ecosystem on their back. Basically, it's just like a little tiny mobile ecosystem, and I think that's a really cool idea. It reminds me a lot of, oh goodness, I can't remember what mythology it comes from, but you know, the turtle that has the world on its back kind of thing. The only thing that's coming to mind is Terry Pratchett's Discworld, which is not right. That is not the actual mythology that I'm trying to think of. Oh, prop cannon. And I really like that concept. The glow whales are a lot more standard, for lack of better words. Like, it's a lot less risky of an alien design, if that makes sense. I love that, man. I know. I have a very distinct memory when I was in like 5th grade, something like that. Like, I was fairly young and I was reading The We Free Men specifically. And our librarian had come in to talk to my class about something. You know, I was a 5th grader. I wasn't paying attention. And I distinctly remember, because I had The We Free Men on my desk because that's what I was reading at the time, which I do love, The We Free Men. I think that is still my favorite of Terry Pratchett's books. Like, yes, it's more children friendly than a lot of like the Discworld series and the Discworld world. I did also love Mort, but he was like, who in here is reading Terry Pratchett? And I was like, I am. Because again, it was the We Free Men. I love the We Free Men. And for those who aren't familiar, the We Free Men in Terry Pratchett's world are basically tiny guys. They're the wee free men, and they speak with very heavy Scottish accents. Which Terry Pratchett has a very interesting style of writing accents and characterization in like the actual writing itself. So like Death talks in all caps. I loved it.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Ooh, fun. Yeah, to the Jelly Shroom Cave. But yeah, with Tiffany and everything. Yeah. Again, I do love the We Free Men. And it was always just kind of interesting. I should be looking for sandstone. I'm just kind of wandering around right now because I'm busy talking to you guys. You would think I would be better at multitasking and streaming by now, And you would be very wrong, but you would think. Okay, that gave me a floater.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Whee! Also, great shout on the air bladder. This is great. I'm having a great time because I can go so much deeper without having to worry about swimming up. Good shout on that. But yeah, this is just an easier biome to get sandstone more consistently, I would say. It's not super consistent, but you know, more consistently. Bioreactor fragment. Great. I am still getting resources this way. Oh, there we go. There's the titanium that we're actually looking for. And if I can get lead, that'd be huge. Double floater. I loved Granny Weatherwax. Such an idol. Yeah, Granny Weatherwax was something. I love tongue-in-cheek characters. This is tangentially related because I've always been a fantasy person over a sci-fi person. So like when I played Split Fiction with Nick, you know, I played Zoe and Nick played Mio. Because I love fantasy. I've always been like a high fantasy person. That's my preferred form of escapism. There we go. Power transmitter, which I will not use at all during this randomizer, but we unlocked it. And again, blueprints, helpful. We're just going to keep going up and down and up and down and up and down. Because honestly, scanning all of these extra blueprint fragments is a great way for me to get resources that I need. And it gives me more time to talk to you guys about things that I want to talk about. So I hope you're enjoying the rambling, because I'm enjoying the rambling. Ow! I'm not enjoying bladder or freaking biters, though. But yeah, I love tongue-in-cheek characters, and for those who don't know, my dog's name is Kelladry. It is Kel, after Tamara Pierce character. Because again, high fantasy is my preferred method of fantasy or fictional literature, and so Granny Weatherwax always reminded me so heavily of like when Alana gets old, if that means anything to anyone. I don't know why, but that's always just kind of the vibe that I've gotten from that character. And I like it. On permadeath runs, I carry 3 or 4 air bladders for an extra 60 seconds of air in emergencies. Save my butt in a cave many a time. I can believe that. I can believe that. I'm still not over. I think there's an old Twitch clip of this. It would be like 3 years old at this point now. But I was doing a hardcore run of Subnautica like a while ago. Again, a while ago TM. And, ooh, I should scan the Cyclops hull fragment. 1 of 5. Awesome. Whee! I love the momentum that you carry. Where was I going? Again, I've distracted myself so thoroughly yet again. It is a strong suit of mine. Oh, I was looking for lead. That's what I'm doing. Lead and titanium. But there's so many things to do. We're going to be set on silver for a little... Oh, whoopsies. I didn't know that opening my PDA would cancel the air bladder. I gotta work on getting quartz, too, and the red grasses is frankly a pretty easy way to get a lot of quartz. Gotta do my Minecraft villager impression. Prop cannon. Cool. And that is all salt, which is close but wrong. Lead. There we go. I think I've already looted this. Whee! Oh, but I was doing a permadeath run. Sorry, I'm like trying to recalculate what I'm saying about every 5 seconds apparently. On my permadeath run that I was streaming, I had a random, like I got out of my Seamoth and I died. And my Seamoth wasn't moving at the time. So like it wasn't like a momentum kill or anything, because you can damage yourself with your Seamoth. But somehow I went from full health to 0 health, and it just deleted my run, which was that was something. That was something that did happen, and oh no, I was not happy about it. Let me tell you, did not enjoy that. Hello, Reefbeck. How's it going? Ooh, you have barnacles. Give me some of that. I'll break the barnacles for you, because I hate barnacles with a deep and abiding passion. I have so many scars on my hands from barnacles. Like, legitimately, because of my research and that kind of stuff. I don't think you can see any of them on camera, because I am very pale and my scars are very pale. But barnacles they are very sharp. I think that's something a lot of people don't realize about a lot of marine sessile invertebrates, is that their shells are very sharp. I know several people who've had to get stitches from like falling on an oyster reef and that kind of thing. That happens way more commonly than you would think. Ouch. Fortunately, home is right here. And they are icky. They are indeed icky. I will agree with that. It was like one of the things. So my research, for if you aren't familiar, was in oyster aquaculture or oyster farming. And part of my research was in methodology and husbandry decisions that are made by oyster farmers to increase, the productivity of their farms and that kind of stuff. And I can go very in depth about a lot of that because it is my research, of course I can. And oh my goodness, I have so much copper. Unfortunately, I have to use some of my lead, I think, to expand my storage. I need a lot of lead, and I'm not getting a lot of lead. And so my oyster bags would get perpetually covered in barnacles because, my oyster gear was submerged all the time because oysters need to be regularly submerged. Like, oysters are an intertidal organism for the most part. They're like a zone 5 kind of organism, at least the kind of oyster that I was working with. And so my bags, I would pull them up every week. And one of my poor lab assistants, I brought her with me like every field day. Her job when she was out with me, when I was doing my research, she was an undergrad she was getting paid to do this, don't worry. But her job when she came out with me was to clean the oyster bags because there was just like mats of tunicates and barnacles just like covering the oyster bags, and that would create a different environment than the one I was trying to study because those would block the flow of water through the oyster culture bag, which is what I was studying. So, all that fun stuff. Again, she did get paid for it, but I still feel bad because it was a manual task removing all of those barnacles and tunicates every week. Yeah, okay, so I think I used all of the lead that I just acquired. Nope, I have one lead. We're still on top. What did I need for an O2 tank again? Could I make that? How close am I to being able to make that? What role do they play besides parasites again? Barnacles, I mean, they're filter feeders, right? They're a normal part of like... They're technically primary consumers because they are filter feeders. So they feed on like... I'm trying to think of how to word this in like an understandable way. So basically, barnacles are crustaceans, by the way, which I feel like a lot of people don't know. I used to think they were mollusks before I started doing marine science, and I feel like that's a pretty reasonable assumption. But yeah, they're crustaceans, and they just are a normal primary consumer. That's what they do. They are food for... There are plenty of organisms that eat barnacles. It's not like barnacles are not a part of the food chain or anything. They're just more in the nuisance side for human interaction. So, that's kind of how that goes. I find bugs are the #1 killer in hardcore. I avoid the Cyclops in that mode. I fell through the floor too many times. Yeah, I can see that. It is unfortunate because, again, I do really, really love Subnautica. I really do. But the bugs can be something in this game. They really can be. That's 5. I definitely have an acid mushroom somewhere in here. Also, do not tell me to organize the storage. It is not happening. I got a spadefish. I have a titanium somewhere, positively. positive I have a there we go. I knew I had one. 3 silver. Do I have 3 silver? That's 1. There we go. 3 silver. I can get the Gary fish. Yeah, I don't have any. Okay, so Gary fish and gas pods. That's easy enough. Here we go. Because O2 tank will also help quite a lot. Yeah, then we just need to continue our adventure of getting lead and 40 billion quartz. So, you know, we're making progress, right? Excuse me. Oh, I thought I could activate it fast enough. Oh, dear. It's fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's cool when you're part of a team. I got 2 out of the 5 gas pods on that I definitely intentionally triggered. Yep. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hello, Peeper. I know for a fact that I'm going to need the titanium, so I may as well grab it. Lead. Gold. Lead. Alright. Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Or squish them with pliers. Or hand protection. Yes. Indeed. Yeah, again, I have many scars on my hands, but one of the things that I would give the undergrad who was working with me is we had like one of those, like a paint scraper. You know, like a... I don't want to call it like a chisel, but you know what I mean? Like a... It was like one of those like flat metal blade kind of things. And it wasn't sharp because it didn't need to be. And also, oyster aquaculture bags are made from like a kind of... They are kind of plastic. But it's like it's a marine safe plastic. It's like a rubbery plastic. And that's how that works. Oh my goodness, there are so many gas pods going out over there. And so she would just like sit there and scrape at them. But yeah, the hand protection. I went through, in the course of 2 summers of doing my field surveys, I went through like 4 pairs of dive gloves because they all just are missing fingertips now because of how oysters themselves are super sharp. Too. Oysters are very sharp. And so between the barnacles and like pulling my cage out of the water, which takes a lot of effort and strength and that kind of stuff, and like you're physically pulling the cage out of the water. I need more Gary fish. Like this one. No, that's a shuttle bug. Yeah, I went through so many pairs of dive gloves doing my research. Because they are sharp and they do hurt quite a lot. Especially one of the things that sucks. I mean, obviously this is going to seem obvious, and it is obvious, but you're doing research in salt water, right? So when you cut yourself, you're literally just putting salt water inside of the cut that you just made. And it hurts. It's so bad. It's so annoying. But the things we do for science, you know? I saw a documentary thing about a guy who had a barnacle grow inside his hand, nightmare fuel. Yeah, that can happen in very, very rare circumstances, and it's not like a super well documented effect. I've heard of stories like that, but most of the actual scientists I know say that there's no concrete evidence of that directly happening. So I've heard it in theory. I can't say with 100% positivity how real of a phenomenon that really isn't. You know, if that makes sense. Like if you Google it, you'll find news sources talking about it, but you won't really find like medical journals or scientific publications talking about it, which is obviously the better source material for that kind of thing. But yeah, barnacles as a general rule, I hate them. I'm going to continue to hate them. I hate them for my own reasons, you know? I hate them because they made picking up all of my oyster bags so freaking annoying. Whee! I love breaching. Cursed barnacles, indeed. If I didn't have an extreme fear of poison and venom, it would be fun. Never mind, new fear. Yeah. I think doing marine science will help you get over a lot of your fears very quickly because the marine environments are just whack. And I love them. I could not love marine science more. I genuinely really, really, really adore the ocean. But it's not an easy field to be in if you're afraid of a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and decide it's fake for our peace of mind. Yeah. That's good with me. Is tea colder yet? No, I don't have tea because it's like it is too warm to be drinking tea. Sorry, friend. I only have caffeine today. I only have energy drink. It is 32 degrees centigrade. Celsius. One of the other nice things about being a scientist is that I convert between natural temperatures all the time. Right, because obviously I'm from the US. Oh, thanks for the 10 bits, friend. Very much appreciated. But yeah, it is way too warm for hot tea. And I was gonna make iced tea last night, and I was gonna make it when it was cool, and then I didn't, because I forgot. So, precisely, yes, the iced tea, the tea of ice. But we got everything we need for an O2 tank, so that's something. O2 tank will help us go deeper and get more things, which we love. We love having more things. And that goes in here. And that unlocks the high capacity tank, which we may or not make. Purple tablet. 5? What do you mean I need 5 purple tablets? Huh? We're not doing that. I don't care what it is. I don't... What? No. We're waiting for the modification station. I don't care. I don't care what it is. We're not making 5 purple tablets for that. I should have scanned it. Oh, because I didn't have a scanner. Whoopsies. Let's see. Okay. Progress towards modification station. How much lead do I have? I have 2 in here. That puts us at 3. So if I do that, I'm just going to clear out all of this random stuff for right now. Again, trying to keep our inventory kind of clean. That's 4, 5. I have the silicone rubber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we are close to having enough to make this. I can make 3. And I can make 3 of these, I think. 2, 3. Okay, we're making progress, you know? We're making progress. If I do that, then I definitely have enough of that. So I need 5 more pieces of quartz, and I need 2 more pieces of lead. And I still haven't found a sea glide. Got it. Part of me is wondering if Seamoth is going to be in Mushroom Forest. Although I haven't finished out Mobile Vehicle Bay either yet. Although we do have O2 tank now, which is also great because O2 tank will help us go slightly deeper more consistently. Frick. What do I need for a radiation suit, apropos of literally nothing? What do I need for a radiation suit? You know, just to keep in mind, you know, for no reason. What do I need for that? Lubricant. I think this is worth doing. I think this is worth rushing. I just got to go get a ton more metal salvage real fast. Which conveniently, you know what I see? A 1. A 2. A 3. Ooh, a 4. Cool. I'll take that. That was a very convenient sequence of events. I just need one more. Aha! Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm working on it. We're fine, okay? Everything's fine. Stop being irradiated. And other perfectly normal sentences that you say on a daily basis. I definitely have the floaters. Wow, I have the acid mushrooms. Shocking. Okay, lubricant. And then, again, I definitely have the floaters throughout here because we get them as the randomized things. Okay, then I just need a spadefish. And I can do that if I head in this direction just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit this way. I should be able to find a spadefish. And then we can have the radiation suit, and then we don't have to worry about the radiation warning. Because goodness knows I don't want to worry about the radiation warning. Frickin' Aurora, man. Always causing problems. Had to go crash on this. Okay, now can I go down here? I just need a spadefish. Okay, is that too much to ask? I just need a spadefish. There's got to be one around here somewhere, right? There we go. I see you. It's fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's cool and you're part of a team. I just need a spadefish. Then it won't be a problem anymore. Okay? It won't be a problem. Just one spadefish. As a treat. And also I need so much lead. Come on, you can afford to give me one spadefish. Full health again. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's a positive spin on the situation. Okay, I see the spadefish. I see the spadefish. Come on. Come on, please don't swim away. No. You know what? You're fine. It's fine. We got it. I'm gonna go make that radiation suit right now. Unless there's something particular. Ooh. Yeah, that is particularly good. That was worth picking up. Whee! Alright. We're doing it. We're making progress, okay? We are making progress. This has not been a fast run of Subnautica by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what? I feel like we're doing pretty okay for only 2 deaths. We are at only 2 deaths, right? Like, I didn't make that number up. I don't think I did. That seems about right. That feels correct. And obviously, we know that vibes are the most important thing. You're coming with me. I am really glad that we turned off Hunger and Thirst, though, because, again, that aspect of the game isn't randomized. Because I think it would be genuinely kind of impossible if it was. But I don't think it would have added anything to our experience, you know? All right. We are protected from the radiation. Back to the hunt for the modification station. And maybe, actually... You see what I see? You see what I see? You see what I see? How does that only cost 1? Oh my god. Also, while I'm here, I should probably look at what I need to make. I can do that. And I don't know how to make the laser cutter. But the 5 peepers we can definitely pick up. Peek up. Because they're peeper. I just gotta catch them. Which clearly I am good enough for. Oh, come on. There we go. And yeah, 3, 3, 3, 3. Excellent. Okay, back to the hunt for lead. I'll pick up more peepers as we go. It'll be fine. I just need a tiny bit more lead. I need 5 pieces of quartz. 5 pieces of quartz. 2 more pieces of lead. And then we'll have the modification station. And then we'll have the lightweight high capacity tank. And I can even have a bonus tank that we can hot swap if need be. And then we can go to Mushroom Forest. It'll be great, okay? We've got plans. We've got plans. They may not be good ones, but we've got them. It's 2 pieces of quartz. There's another one. Yeah, I know. I'm trying really hard, okay? I'm trying really hard. Whee! What if I get super lucky and I find a time capsule, though? I love time capsules because they have like the most random set of ingredients in them usually. And sometimes it can be really helpful and sometimes it's completely useless. Oh, that's a lead. What even was that? It went into the ether. Oh. Wait. Come back here. Cool. Excellent. Excellent. We're not going all the way down this. Believe it or not, that is not happening right now. Cool. We got what we wanted. We're here. Actually, you know what? Get me out of here. How many pieces of quartz did I get? Whoops. How many pieces of quartz did I get? 3. Okay, I need 2 more pieces of quartz. I've got the peepers. I need 1 more lead and 2 quartz. 1 lead, 2 quartz. We can probably actually get this life pod while we're here, too. That might be worth it. I see quartz right there. I would also love to get my hands on the Sea Glide, but that has not yet proven to be a possibility. And it doesn't mean. So we'll go to sleep now. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, friend. I appreciate it. Okay, data box. Yes, data box for me. What was that? Repulsion cannon? That's not helpful. But thank you anyways. Thank you for playing. Alright, there's some more quartz there. Whee! Okay, we finally have enough quartz. So we're good on quartz, which means that we have the copper wire. So I literally just need 1 more piece of whatchamacallit. Lead. 1 more piece of lead. I should be able to do that. Come on, just any piece of sandstone on the walls. Again, I know, I'm trying my best. There we go. That's limestone, sandstone, silver. Gosh darn it. Come on. You know you want to give me the lead. You know you want to.
30 seconds.
Whee. I know I didn't replenish it all the way. I feel like it shouldn't be that big of a deal here. You go down and around town. Yeah, more quartz is great. Not what I'm looking for, though. Not what I'm looking for. Sandstone. It's turning nighttime, which is not good. Please. Yes. That's what we like to see. Whee! Okay, now we can just go home and we'll get modification station and repair tool. Because, you know, for funsies. And then I want to find that wreck in the safe shallows. I want to see what's in there. Maybe it'll be Cyclops engine. Maybe it'll be Cyclops. Well, we know Cyclops hull is in red grasses. But I can make high capacity O2 tank, which is going to be huge. Because that's just an exploration upgrade, no matter what. Like, plain and simple. And I like that for us quite a lot. So we got this. I believe. Okay. Oh. Excuse me. Why am I sleepy? I'm chugging caffeine out here like there's no tomorrow. That shouldn't be possible. Oh. But yeah, I'm very excited. I've got a lot of really big projects that I've been working on behind the scenes. I'm so excited to share them with you. I just really hope they come out well. You know. I spend a lot of my time editing, which is part of why I'm really excited to bring on an editor to help me streamline my process a bit more and help me make more videos. Because I do really like making videos. I'm just not very good at it. And so finding ways to optimize that process, I think, will help quite a lot. Also because I'm not the biggest fan in the world of editing. I like the process of making the video, but I don't necessarily love cutting out all the dead space, you know, if that makes sense. So it will be nice, I think. Okay, let me go ahead and make some enameled glass. There we go. And some copper wire. And a repair tool. Which means that we can undo this one and finally get ourselves a modification station. My goodness. I will be happy to have this. This very slow construction, but it is so worth it. All right, lightweight high capacity tank. Give it to me. And we just are going to swap that out right away because, yeah, look at that. And then we'll just keep this one on us as like bonus oxygen just in case. But we did it. We have modification station. We have 130 seconds of diveable oxygen. That's great. Let me just unpin that recipe real fast. And we're good to go. Okay, so next order of business, I want to say, is probably trying to find that safe shallows wreck. I honestly need to start going through radio messages too because I don't have door codes, and I need door codes before we go through the Aurora. I think I want to do all of the Aurora all at once. Yeah, you're fine. Sounds great. But yeah, I think it would be good to get our hands on some more blueprints. Obviously, I would love to get my hands on a vehicle or a sea glide. Any kind of movement upgrade is great, but honestly, I feel better just for having a ton more oxygen available to us now. I think that's a really good benefit for us. But I'm going to try and head over and try and find a couple more wrecks, and we'll try and increase our capacity to dive deeper. That's the idea. That's what we're working with. That's the concept. Yeah. Okay, I think I already cleared all of this. Pretty sure that I did. Yeah, excellent. But look at how much deeper I can go. It's so much more comfortable. Even if this just gives me duplicate things, I think I want to try and remove... Oops, stalker teeth. As many blueprints as I possibly can. Again, just because I think it'll make my life easier to understand what I have and haven't collected. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Also, fingers crossed we find beacons. I know I've said that, but I want them. This spot is my favorite for starter base, where the 3 biomes meet. It's a good place for a base. because it's got so much accessible to it, and that's just big. It's just helpful, you know, when you have that much available to you.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Yes, 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 I know. We're gonna try and stay as close to or above that. I would love if I had laser cutter, but I don't. So a lot of this is probably gonna be inaccessible to us right now. Because I think this is a fake door. Yeah, like I can't open that. But yeah, it is a very good spot for starter bases. Would agree with you there. Would also love if it was not nighttime. And this leads into scary biome, which we don't love. We do not love scary biome. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, we got another Cyclops hull fragment. Excuse me. Cool, I only need 3 more of those, I think. Yep. Take me up. Ascend. Whee! And straight back down. As one does, you know. That's Blood Kelp Zone. I kind of want to take a peek. You know, see what's there. Ooh! Is that what I think it is? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sand Shark, Chub Shark, you're ruining my moment. Give it. Come on. Something good. Getting started. Oh. I want to read that. I love reading the time capsule messages. I think they're cute. Oh, come on. Just go to the surface. There you go. Time capsule. Getting started. Oh, with an aquarium. The 2 fish pictured are the 2 most nutritious fish you can eat. This is true. Bladderfish will make water, but if you make bleach, you'll make 2 disinfected waters, which give you 30 each. That's not true because I'm playing a randomizer, so it won't actually. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this is like a beginner's guide. Still nice. Still nice. Unfortunately, not helpful for me because I don't need any of this. But it's a good sentiment. Good sentiment, wrong person for this particular time capsule, okay? They tried so hard to be useful. They really did. They really did. I'm just not the right recipient for this one. I always, whenever I finish a run, send a time capsule. I don't care how many time capsules I've sent, honestly, at this point. Whenever I finish an actual playthrough, I always send a time capsule. I think it'd be really cool if one day I managed to find my own. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but it would be cool, right? It would be cool to find my own time capsule. Yes, and this also leads into a scary biome. But we don't want to go to the scary biome. We want to go to the fun biome. AKA the mushroom forest, because I love the mushroom forest. Whee! You see that reef back? Very shadowed in the distance. Alright, so we follow this. And I can't remember if it's this side that leads down into mushroom forest. I don't think it is, if we're being honest. But, you know, I hope Subnautica 2 has time capsules too. It's such a nice touch. It really is. I love the ability to have just like a tiny impact on someone else's playthrough. Am I hearing Ted in the distance? I don't think I'm hearing Ted in the distance, but I might be. This is like Dunes, which is honestly another great location to find time capsules. Is this biome? Or whatever one this one is. I know this biome, I just don't remember which one it is. Yeah. Ooh, stasis rifle, though. Cool. And torpedo arm. Oh, yeah, we may as well just scan all the things that we have access to, because it's not going to hurt us to have access to all of those blueprints. Like, we might not use them, but it's not going to hurt us. Yeah. I mean, that's the Leviathan class organism right there. And it's my friend. It's fun to share a little love to someone else. It really is. Uh-oh. I was slightly deeper than my air bladder would have allowed for, but I think we're fine. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're chilling. Don't worry about it. All right, let me just continue out this way. Let's see. Oh, there's Ted. You see him? You see Ted? There's Ted. Hi, Ted. I'm gonna go this way now. I'm going this way, Ted. We don't need to have a conversation right now. You can stay over there. I'm going this way. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's cool when you're part of a team. That was nice. Well, we got to say hi to Ted. Ted wants a little snacky. Unfortunately, Ted cannot have a little snacky right now because I have other plans. You know, you gotta schedule an appointment for that kind of thing. I'm a very busy person. I've got places to go, people to see, things to do. I can't dedicate all my time to Ted, and I feel like Ted has commitment issues. In the fact that Ted is very much an all or nothing kind of guy. All right. The hunt for blueprints continues. Again, any kind of vehicle would be the most excellent here. There we go. There's Mushroom Forest. That's one of the ones I was looking for. Whee! Just to try and get ourselves down a little bit deeper, a little bit more consistently, a little bit easier. That'd be great, right? That would be great. Trying to look out for any kind of blueprint fragment that we can see. Say hi to our little jelly ray friends. See, I would base in the Mushroom Forest a lot more consistently if I weren't such a terrible driver of the sea moth. But the fact is that I am indeed a terrible driver of the sea moth. Actually, scratch that. I'm a great driver. But I have a tendency to collide with the trees a lot. And I've lost a few too many sea moths doing that. Would recommend, actually. Would not recommend. Okay, are we seeing any kind of blueprint whatsoever? Yeah, I'm a great driver. Yeah, I'm sure there's one around here somewhere. Also, thank goodness the air bladder still carried us to the top, despite the fact that I got stuck on a mushroom. You'll love to see it. Actually, because of the way this game renders, sometimes being far away is actually a better way to get a view of what is in the area. Not always, you know, but sometimes, right? Is this the one with the wreck that would be like over there-ish somewhere? I don't know. I have such a soft spot for everything made for the purpose of whimsy, and that's why I love the time capsules. That's a good way to put it. I do feel like the time capsules are made for the purpose of whimsy. Another prop cannon for me. That's really not... I would love a laser cutter. Prop cannon isn't necessarily the most helpful thing of all time for me right now. I mean, I could use one to go through the Aurora, but I have other ways of getting through the Aurora that are just as consistent and don't require a tool that takes up too much space in my inventory. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, I do really love the time capsule mechanic, and I'm also really hoping that Subnautica 2 implements it, because I just think it's a good mechanic. It's so fun. Because, like, I think I'm gonna do another opening 500 time capsules video, just because I think it's a fun experiment, you know, to see what people leave behind and see the kinds of things that players prioritize giving each other. Because, like, that one that we just opened is, like, very beginner-friendly, right? It was found in a relatively beginner biome. But like I really like the lore friendly ones that some people write. I think those are really creative and really cool to see. Like my favorite one that I opened in that particular video was the like travel agency one. I think that one was really funny and very creative, and I really liked it for that reason. And I just think it's interesting, you know, the amount of things that people come up with. Yeah, there's a wreck right there. Okay. So I don't personally, I really like the time capsules. I love the fact that you can have some kind of impact on other people's playthrough. Like there's a reason I call the sand sharks chub sharks, and it's because of a time capsule that I opened. And that kind of thing, you know? Or that little art that I drew that has like the different fish on it with like Jerry, you know, that kind of thing. That I put in my time capsule that I made for the time capsule video. Because of course, you know. But yeah, I just think it's so fun. People are so creative, and it's so fun to see. Grappling arm. Probably the best prawn suit arm if you ask me. Need 4 fragments of that. Cool. Okay. There we go. It just didn't want to let me in for some reason because it hates me. A bench. Nice. Another grapple arm fragment, which is us halfway. Okay, come on. You can scan it. You can do it. I believe in you. That's 3 out of 4. Excellent. Let me go replenish oxygen real fast. We'll come back down and continue exploring this. But yeah, I just think it's fun, you know, to go explore and see everything. I think it's a good time. All right. Fingers crossed we get something else good out of this wreck. Through here. Uh-huh. Yep. Can't open that. If I had some kind of light, like if I had a sea glide right now, I feel like this would be a lot easier to explore. But alas, I do not. So we're just kind of full sending it. And I can't get through there. Excellent. Okay. So maybe we're done for this wreck for right now. I only need 1 more prawn suit grappling arm to unlock that. I live for whimsy and happiness and will always love the idea of having your own impact on someone else. That might make the playthrough a little more fun. Yeah, and I think that's a perfect use case for the time capsules. And also, I like the fact that it's also, if for some reason you don't like the time capsules, it's easy to ignore, right? Like it's not an in-your-face mechanic that you are pressured to interact with. In fact, like I think it strikes the right joy of being like oh my goodness, a time capsule, you know, like an excitement factor rather than a, you know, like feeling pressured to interact with that. Speaking of which, oh yeah, time capsule number 2. I got some coffee. Ooh, was that a sea moth upgrade that I just saw? Uh-huh. A Cyclops efficiency module and a Cyclops docking repair module. Okay, so if we get a Cyclops, those are actually both really good. And a coffee diluted with tasteless American water. Sounds about right. Cool. Okay, getting started is the one we just read. The HMS Longship. When we started here alone and afraid, now we are scared to leave. For all the fear in this world, there's something else more wonderful than we could have guessed. May you find your way, and we hope these items will help. Love the Longship crew. When you find your cuttlefish, you raise that little one right. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. See, again, that's like... Am I in floating islands by accident? Probably. But yeah, I feel like that's a great representation of the time capsules, right? Like it's so sweet. It's a minor interaction that you get to have with another player. It's an egg. It's just cool, right? It's nice. I also think that if you're gonna try and find time capsules in the mushroom forest, nighttime is the way to go because the little screens illuminate and otherwise they can be completely hidden in the grass. But if you see that little blue, you know, that's a time capsule. Maybe we'll get lucky and find another one. 3 would be crazy. But I've not found anything actually useful, which is a bit disappointing. Wee. Gets me so close to the surface, which I really like. Even further beyond. There's ampules. Oh yeah, and there's blood kelp. Okay. Cool. We love that. Love that for us. I got a friend to play Subnautica for the first time recently. Oh, lovely. Are they having a good time? Again, I do genuinely really, really love this game. And I've also gotten one of my friends to play it for the first time. I did not know that she's afraid of water. It turns out she's afraid of water, so that's festive. But like I love this game. I really, really do. It means a lot to me. In case you haven't heard like my stories about this, this is one of the first games that I ever bought for myself. And it means a lot to me. Like this is genuinely one of the first video games that I bought for myself. Like I'd played plenty of other games prior. And this one just has a really special place in my heart. Like I really, really love this game. And so hearing other people are still exploring it for the first time is really cool because it's a really good game. I think this is one of the games that, you know, like when you go onto some IGN list or something like that, right? And you're like the top 10 best video games. I feel like Subnautica is definitely in that list. And it should be. Because it's been so revolutionary for the survival crafting genre. It's like the first one to do this kind of like real underwater alien world kind of thing. And I think it really deserves the appreciation that it's got. And so I love other people getting to experience the magic. Like if I could wipe my memory of Subnautica and go back and play this game for the first time again, I would do it in a heartbeat. I really, really love Subnautica. And I love other people getting to experience it for the first time. I think it's a really, really cool game. Uh-oh. 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 As I get stuck 100 meters underwater. It's fine. We're thriving. It's great getting a little window into someone else's experience. The Longship crew, they had a whole adventure and we get a little peek. That is very true. They never had spoilers about it either. Oh, lovely. That's so good. I hope they have the best time. Again, if I could wipe my memory of this game and play it fresh for the first time, I would in a heartbeat. You only get to experience this game for the first time once. And for me, I've always been interested in marine science. I decided I was going to be a marine biologist when I was literally 3 years old. You can ask my parents. I've always known that that's what I wanted in life. And so for me, getting to go to like a marine-based... Oh, dear. Oh, I didn't know that air bladder doesn't overwrite mesmer. Huh. Good to know. I did not know that air bladder does not overwrite mesmer. My game I wish I could play fresh again is Cyberpunk. Interesting. I've never played Cyberpunk, so I cannot offer any kind of commentary on that, but I will take your word for it. One of the games that I want to play for YouTube pretty soon is Outer Wilds, which I've had a lot of requests to play it, which is part of why I want to play it, but I've heard that that is the kind of game that will overwrite the way that you interpret life. And personally, I'm a big fan of games like that. And so I am really excited to play it. I got it over the Steam summer sale. So I'm excited to try Outer Wilds. But I've heard that's another game that you can only really play for the first time once. Reinforced dive suit. Cool. Not bad at all. I've heard that's a game that you can only experience once. A lot of charming characters and twists that I love. There's a lot of funny moments in Cyberpunk. Very fair. Very fair. Again, I've never played it, so I can't offer a full opinion on that because I don't have one. Amazing how that works, isn't it? You know what we haven't found yet? Seamoth fragments. Love that for us. We're close to getting mobile vehicle bay though, and I feel like that should be our next priority. Or prawn suit. But yeah. I feel like there's a lot of games that hold a lot of magic in them. Especially when you play them for the first time. And again, for me, Subnautica is definitely one of them. The first time I finished Subnautica, and you get the Sea Emperor's dialogue and all of that fun stuff, I cried the first time I played this game. Because I didn't want it to end. I loved the exploration and encountering everything new for the first time. Same, I also cried. I feel like it's a reasonable game for that, I feel like that end dialogue is intentionally designed to evoke that kind of emotion. So, yeah. Alrighty. I don't think there's anything in the Mushroom Forest. I haven't found anything. I haven't found anything that would indicate to me that we're gonna find a Seamoth here. I haven't found a single Seamoth fragment yet. So the question is, what biome could it be in? Because I doubt they would put it super deep, right? I need some kind of vehicle. Need any kind of place. Outer Wilds is fantastic. I think you'll enjoy it. You might have to confront some physics, though. Not physics. Physics isn't real. Physics can't hurt me. Nobody crashed in the Mushroom Forest. No. Apparently not. Especially not me. You know how you can leave time capsules for yourself? How funny would it be if you could transfer over, like, your vehicle wrecks between saves or something like that? So you could see all the time, like, all the places you lost, like, a vehicle. So, like, if I could go find Susan, the wreck of Susan somewhere over by the Aurora, that'd be fun. I would like that. I think that would be, like, even if it wasn't, like, scannable, but, some kind of, like, environmental detail kind of thing. I don't even know how you would begin to code something like that, but I think that would be really cool. Kind of like a continuation of your own playthrough. An idea, TM. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know how much longer we're going to go for today, because I am not getting at all lucky with these blueprints, and I'm going to need a break from just swimming around. Goodness knows I'm not doing another vehicle-less run of this game. I did it once, okay? I served my time. I don't need to do another vehicle-less run. I would take prawn suit. I would take Cyclops. I would take any vehicle, honestly. Any single vehicle would be better than no vehicle. Doesn't the Aurora have a Seamoth bay, or would that be changed? I don't know, because I don't have the laser cutter. I haven't found the laser cutter yet, so I can't even get far into the Aurora. Which is also part of the problem. Yeah. This is floating islands, I'm pretty sure. Uh-huh. Yep. But there's a wreck right here, and this is kind of what I'm angling for. Because I see a data box right there. Fingers crossed we get something good. Like, vehicle upgrade bay would be great. Obviously, I don't have a moon pool, so it's not perfect.
Your beautiful daughter.
But yeah. Oh, thank you for the raid. Boldly into Darkness. It's a very fitting name for this game. I hope you had an excellent stream. What were you up to? Creature decoy. Okay, so not something that will actually help us at all. Love that. Not at all something that is viable or useful to us in the slightest. But, you know, we got it anyways. We got it anyways. I love that. Excellent. Alright, so we just gotta run up and down a couple times. Trying to explore more. Haven't gotten very far in the game. I would highly warn of spoilers because we are doing a randomized run, which means that you will see things that are definitely out of order and should not happen the way that they are happening. So heavy spoiler warning. And again, as we were talking about, this game is one that I would definitely advocate experiencing the intended method first and spoiler-free. What if you need the creature decoy, though? Hopefully not. That's fair. Have a great stream. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you have an excellent day, friend. I hope you have an excellent day. Whee! All the way up. All the way. Okay, then straight back down. We're going to be doing a lot of this. Because this is about as deep as I feel really comfortable fully diving right now. But again, lack of Seamoth, lack of... We haven't even gotten beacons yet, you know? We haven't even gotten beacons. How am I supposed to find my way home now? Okay, that's all well and good. I don't really need grab trap for anything. Let's see. I need to remember that I have my spare O2 tank. Anything in here? I don't have any kind of light source either, so we're just really full sending it right now. Do I have any resources on me that I'm scared of losing? Yes, I do. Great. Aren't you glad the bends doesn't exist in Subnautica? Oh, yeah. Imagine this game with nitrogen narcosis. I believe that exists in some of the like harder mods that have been made for Subnautica, and I do want to try some of those at some point in time. Like I think for Halloween we're gonna do the Red Plague mod, which I'm honestly afraid of because I know for a fact that there are undead in that mod, and I don't like undead. I really don't like undead. If you've watched any of my Windrose streams that I've been doing, you would know that because I don't like that. There's a reason I've been doing sniper build in Windrose, and it's so I can build myself a stupidly tall tower and then stay on top of my stupidly tall tower. You know what? If I'm in floating islands, where's the big floating island? Where is it? Where are we? It's that one. This way. No, that's Gun Island. Huh? That means that's the other island. You know, the suspicious cloud that doesn't move, you know? What do we think? Because I also haven't gotten Moonpool yet either. Where do we think those are going to be? Because we got Grav Trap, we have Cyclops Hull, so we're done with that. I know where the engine is. I haven't seen Bridge at all yet. Oliver's losing his little mind over something. It doesn't take a lot. He's not very smart, but I love him very much. Okay, we're back at Gun Island. You know, I'm gonna go scan the purple tablet, because we're here. We may as well. Is there anything else we can do while we're in this region? I don't really think so. The suspiciously land-shaped cloud. Exactly. I love the suspiciously land-shaped cloud. And then we'll see what we need to make 5 of those. Not that I'm going to make... Because why would I make that O2 tank that requires 5 purple tablets when I could instead make the lightweight high-capacity tank that requires a single titanium? Why would I do that? Yeah, we already deactivated that. That's our life pod. It means Ted's down there. We could go say hi to Ted. Especially if I save my inventory in the life pod. Might do that. I'm not opposed to that. Oh, thanks for the follow, friend. Very much appreciated. But yeah, let's go scan. Yeah, okay, there's Ted. Hi, Ted. We love Ted. I don't want to say hi to Ted right now at this particular moment. Ted can stay over there. I want Seamoth, though. I feel like Seamoth is one of those things that we desperately and distinctly need. First, we gotta go all the way around town to scan the broken one. Because I didn't scan either of the other ones. Nice. You'll love to see it. Oh, more modification station. Cool. There's apparently a lot of modification station fragments. Is that bioreactor? Nuclear reactor, close. You know, because that's... Oh! Do you see what I see? Did you see that? In the grass, hiding. May as well scan it. Right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Look at where this one is versus where we found it. Wait. It was right here. That's like a perfect location for that. That's actually so cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Dear Survivor, it's time for me to go. What a ride it's been, spending time on the lovely 4546B. Aside from all the Leviathan screams, low oxygen panic, and months of eating nothing but Bulbo, I enjoyed my time here, and I hope in the end you will too. Oh, that's actually such a helpful time capsule, though. 2 copper, wiring kit, advanced wiring kit, nuclear reactor rod, and a beacon. The beacon is the biggest one because it means I can put one at home. Beacon is genuinely so hopeful. I'm gonna go save my inventory in the life pod real fast, and then we're gonna keep exploring. I can't believe we've gotten 3 time capsules today, though. Because time capsules in general are just... I feel like we've gotten really good time capsules. You know, the first one was trying to be early game helpful. This one is a little bit later game helpful. And I'm so glad they left a little snack rod. You know, with a casual, like, what, 3 point something million calories in the uranium. That'll keep you going for a while. That's more calories than you need. But yeah. I want it to be daytime so I can see Ted. I won't get jump scared by Ted. That'd be bad. But yeah, that's a genuinely very nice time capsule. Could repair this, get a new radio message while we're here. Nice. Yeah. So many hours. Uh-huh.
Lifepod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
There we go. It's supposed to be centered on the Aurora, but it's just centered on this random bit of sky over here. You love to see it. I love the rabbit ray, because it is a scripted thing that when you open the bottom hatch for the first time, it spawns 2 whole fish in the rabbit ray. And I picked up the whole fish, but the rabbit ray is just kind of vibing in a habitat that the rabbit ray does not belong in. Okay. You know what? Actually, I feel like this is a good stopping place, right? We're at the life pod. We picked up a really good time capsule. And I just will come back to the randomizer. We'll continue on Sunday. Keep going. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I only need 2 more of these, because that's... What do I need for a battery? Out of curiosity, we haven't had to make a battery yet. Oh, that's easy. Okay, thank God. But yeah, I feel like we made good progress today. we will have to continue exploring to try and find sea moth, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I feel content with this as a stopping place for right now, because goodness knows that we are making progress and making strides. It's just, we've been going for a hot second now. I'm curious, are any of the other Subnauts live? Because we actually have a Twitch team of partnered Subnautica creators. I'm one of them, because I'm special. I don't think any of the other Subnauts are up right now. Oh well. I was gonna send you to one of them. 'Tis too bad. Oh well. But anyways, I think that is a good stopping place for today. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed. And we'll be back on Sunday to continue this randomizer. But I've got some work that I need to do, and I need to take care of puppies. So I hope to see you guys again very soon. But until then, have a great day. Wee.